Back here at Sterling High School, where the Fort Morgan Mustangs lead the Sterling Tigers. Women's girls basketball, 16-13. Mustangs lead by 3. As both teams coming out of the tunnel here at halftime and get ready for the start of this second half. Some numbers from the first half. Mustangs had 17 fouls, 2 on Danielle Gross, 2 on Sammy Pettyjohn, 2 on Allie Schneider, and 1 on Devin Lapp. Schneider picked up 2 fouls, being a little over-aggressive, defending one of the key players for the Sterling Tigers down low, Tyler Chrisman. Points for the Mustangs, again a team effort, with points coming from all over the roster. Currently here at halftime unofficially, Danielle Gross has 2 points, Sammy Pettyjohn 2, Allie Schneider with 2, Brooke Wiederspan with 2 points, Alexis Stills with 4 leading the Mustangs, Devin Lapp with 2, and Ashley Apple with 2 as well. Score 16-13. Mustangs lead. This is a Tri-Valley League matchup coming into tonight. The Sterling Tigers are 0-3 in league play with a 2-9 overall record. Mustangs picking up their first win on Tuesday, as we've discussed, now have a Tri-Valley League record of 1-2. Coming into tonight's ball game with an overall record of 2-9. Coach Krackemeyer very pleased with Tuesday's performance, and up until this point so far, Mustangs have done a great job to play much of the same as they lead here 16-13 as we approach the start of the second half. Upcoming games for the Mustangs. Mustangs will be on the road next Tuesday. We'll have that coverage for you on B106 and B106.com. The guys, they don't have a score to date, but they are playing the Sterling Tigers tonight at home. As the Mustangs finish up with their final warm-ups here, Coach Krackemeyer's called them to the bench as he gives them their final pep talk in preparation here for the start of the second half. As the Mustangs take the floor, we'll get you the names of those ladies who will start this second half. Critical for the Mustangs to avoid foul trouble here in this second half. Fouls were a little bit of an issue on Tuesday night. Can't complain when the ladies are being aggressive and playing the high pace they are playing. But as the team's shown lately, they're much better when they play together, and it's important that they stick together here this second half tonight. On the floor for the Mustangs here to start this second half, we've got Brittany Winsheimer, Devin Lapp, Sammy Pettyjohn, Allie Schneider, and Alexis Bills. Mustangs do have the basketball, have the ball about half court, across from their bench and scorer's table. The inbounds pass from Bills is a little soft as it's knocked away by the Tigers and back out of bounds. Ball will remain Mustangs basketball. Just underway here, third quarter, 7:58 to go as the ball has been deflected and knocked out of bounds. Mustangs change up their inbounds play as now Winsheimer inbounds the basketball. Schneider has it above the key. Pettyjohn does well to come off the screen. Now sends a baseline to Bills for the 10-foot jump shot. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebounded by Lapp, who goes straight back up, has her shot blocked. Ball rolls around on the floor. Bills comes up with the basketball, sends it quickly to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn up top to Bills. Bills thinks about taking the three, now does otherwise. Sends it cross court to Winsheimer. Winsheimer up top to the key to Bills. Bills looks to drive and does. Sends it out right side, three-point line to Schneider. Schneider tries to get it back into Bills, is unable to do so as her pass is deflected and taken away by the Tigers. Tigers bring the basketball across half court. 7:10 to go here, third quarter. Mustangs trail by 3. Lead by 3. 16-13, Mustangs lead by 3. And on that shot attempt by the Tigers, Rochelle Knutson, she is fouled. And that's going to be Schneider's third. Something we just hit on that's going to be key for these Mustangs not to get into foul trouble here, especially early in this second half. That's Schneider's third personal. Sending Rochelle Knutson to the line. Her first shot attempt is up and good. Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs. 321 Ensign Street. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Second shot attempt is up and good. Mustangs have the basketball and break the full court pressure that the Tigers put on them. Schneider has the ball, left elbow, sends it outside, top of the key to Winsheimer. Winsheimer back into Schneider, who puts the shot up and in. Allie Schneider, 2 points, jump shot from the right elbow. Puts the lead back to 3 for the Mustangs. Tigers have the basketball, their end of the floor, baseline, far side of the court. Jump shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the tall and lengthy Tyler Chrisman. Tyler Chrisman, key player here for the Tigers. Not sure I have a height here for her, but she's got to be the tallest girl on the court at 6'3". 6'1", sorry, her sister's 6'3". Off that make, the Mustangs now lead by 1. 6 minutes to go here, third quarter. 18-17, Mustangs lead. Bills has the ball, sends it into the low box to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn goes up for the 2-point basket, and she is fouled. Pettyjohn's doing a great job here tonight running that baseline. Schneider did well to find her open as Pettyjohn turned around for that jump shot. Tiger ran right into her and committed the foul. Drew Carlson for the Tigers committed that foul, sending Pettyjohn to the line to shoot 2. Her first shot is off the front of the rim, no good. Central Auto Parts. For all your auto parts supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts at West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Tonight's ballgame also brought to you by Premier Farm Credit, committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending. Pettyjohn sets for her second shot, which is up and good. Sammy Pettyjohn extending the lead for the Mustangs. 19-17, ladies lead. The Sterling Tigers here, Mustangs on the road. 5:55 to go, second quarter. Sterling unable to handle the pressure of the Mustangs. Schneider gets the ball quickly, sends it to Bills. Bills jump shot straight away, 25 feet, no good. Off the rim, rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers unable to hold on to the basketball as Pettyjohn takes it away, sends it quickly to Schneider, who lays it up and in for the 2-point basket. Great defense here by the Mustangs. Tigers really struggling to handle the four-court pressure. Tigers now double-teamed right at half court in front of the scorer's table by Bills and Pettyjohn. Tigers break free. Mustangs set up their defense, running man-to-man, sometimes a 2-3 look disguised as a man. Ball into the low block for the Tigers. They've tried to do this all night. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers, sent back up top the key. Mustangs set back up and find their men. Shot attempt straight away, free throw line, no good. Long pass off the rim. Tigers and Mustangs on the floor. Tigers come away with the basketball. 4:50 to go, third quarter. Mustangs lead by 4, 21-17. Tigers have the basketball, top of the key. Send it into the low block to Alex Masters. Masters tries to get rid of it to her teammate, but the ball gets out, squirts away out of bounds. Tigers said a Mustang last touched it, but the officials at first said it was Mustangs basketball. Now give the ball back after a quick discussion to the Tigers. Tigers have the basketball into their basket, quickly inbounded to Chrisman. Chrisman shot up, no good. Rebounded by Masters. Masters rebounds up and good. Mustangs have to do a little bit better job boxing out. A lot of height here on this Sterling Tigers team. Has done a great job to defend the basketball on their half of the floor, but when those shots go up, they've got to do a little bit better job here, especially second half, to establishing position and rebounding that basketball. As the Mustangs inbound the basketball, we've got a foul here on the Tigers. Tyler Chrisman, her third. Give the ball back to the Mustangs, half court. Ball's quickly inbounded to Gross. Gross sends it far side across from the Mustangs bench to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn looks to drive, now kicks it outside, three-point line to Bills. Bills works the ball around cross court to Gross. Gross back to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn drives, has the ball knocked loose. Ball's picked up by Bills. Bills drives the lane, lays it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers, Masters. Mustangs quick to get back on defense. 21-19, Mustangs lead. 3:45 to go, third quarter. As Heather Petard for the Tigers tries to send the ball into the low block, Pettyjohn decides to kick it, which forces the stop from play, giving the ball back to the Tigers. On the floor right now for the Mustangs, we've got Danielle Gross, Sammy Pettyjohn, Alexis Bills, Ashley Apple, and Brooke Wiederspan. On the inbounds play, the Tigers are able to convert as they lay that up and in, tying this ball game at 21. 3:30 to go, third quarter. Tied at 21. Mustangs send it into the low block to Wiederspan. Wiederspan's turnaround jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers slow to bring the ball across half court. Mustangs set up their defense. Ball top the key, well guarded by Wiederspan, forcing the pass right side where they run into Gross. Send the ball into the low block, well defended by Bills. Tigers now send the basketball up to the top of the key. Send into the low left block where Masters turns around for the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Chrisman, whose shot is put back in good. 23-21, Sterling leads. 2:50 to go here, third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Fort Morgan Girls Basketball on B106, B106.com. Back here at Sterling High School, I'm Josh Miller bringing you tonight's action. Fort Morgan Girls Basketball. Mustangs trail by 2. Sterling taking back the lead on that basket by Chrisman. Mustangs have led much of or all of this third quarter up until this point. 2:50 to go. Mustangs have the basketball, the length of the floor to go. Tigers have full court pressure on. Ball's quickly inbounded to Gross. Sent to about half court to Apple. Apple gets double teamed where she tries to get rid of it, but the official blows the whistle and calls for travel. Ashley Apple moves her feet as she encountered that double team pressure by the Tigers. Not handled well by the Mustangs as ball goes back to Sterling. Sterling up by 2, 23-21, 2:40 to go, third quarter. Ball sent right side in front of the Sterling bench to Macy Keel. Macy Keel cross court, three-point line. Ball rattles away and taken away by Bills. 2-on-1 for the Mustangs. Bills and Wiederspan. Bills decides to take the pull-up jump shot herself and converts. Alexis Bills with a 2-point basket ties this ball game with 2:15 to go in the third quarter. That's Bills' first that's Bills' 6-point on the night. As the Tigers get the ball, try to send it into the low block, quickly double-teamed by Wiederspan and Bills. Gross comes away with the basketball. And they're going to say it looked like Gross had the ball clearly possessed, but the Tigers streaking behind picked her pocket, but the ball last hits Bills and goes out, last hits Gross, which goes out of bounds. It's going to give that basketball back to the Tigers. Mustangs doing a great job on defense, committing the turnover. Like to see a little bit better job converting those baskets on the other end after those turnovers. 23-23 tie ball game. Jump shot from the free throw line by the Tigers. Keel's no good. Bounces around and it's going to stay on the Tigers' side of the court. Officials say last touch by the Mustangs. Could have gone either way. It looked like Pettyjohn and Apple both going after the ball, not realizing they were both there, knocked it out of bounds, giving the ball to the Tigers. Inbounds pass quickly put up by number 23, Mackenzie Christmas. Again, Mackenzie 6'3". Hard for us to defend that. Quickly turned over by the Mustangs on the inbound pass as it's put back up and in, extending this lead to 4. Sterling leads 27-23 as the Mustangs rush to get the ball across half court. Keel commits a foul, which will stop the clock and play temporarily as the Mustangs set up for their inbounds pass. Wiederspan's directly in front of the scorer's table, half court, inbounds the ball to Gross. 27-23, minute 15 to go here. Ball sent into Schneider off the blocker, shot up, no good. Long rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers have the numbers streaking down the floor. Shot attempt up and no good as the ball rattles away and out of bounds. Nobody's touched it. Mustangs basketball. Minute 8 to go here, third quarter. Mustangs trail by 4. Devin Lapp's going to come into the game for Ashley Apple. That's going to put Lapp, Winsheimer, Gross, Wiederspan, and Schneider in the game for the Mustangs. Mustangs quick to break the press. Winsheimer has the ball, sends it quickly to the right block to Wiederspan. Wiederspan's jump shot from the right elbow, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Under a minute to go here, third quarter. Tigers lead by 4, 27-23. Gross up top, gets screened, and they're going to call an offensive foul on the Tigers' keel. As she came in a little aggressive there and never really did establish her position. That turnover will give the ball back to the Mustangs with 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. That's the fourth team foul on the Tigers here in the third quarter, second half. Mustang ladies trail by 4, 27-23, 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Ball inbounded to Schneider. Schneider has the ball, sends it far left side to Gross. Gross back across court to Schneider. Schneider's three-point up, a little heavy, no good. Long rebound taken by number 10 for the Mustangs, Brittany Winsheimer, who runs into the Tigers. Grisham, there's going to be a jump ball called, and the possession arrow's going the Tigers' way. Tigers get the basketball with 29 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Ball's inbounded where they run into the Mustangs full court pressure. Tigers do a good job to get across half court. Tigers may be content to get the last shot here in this quarter. 15 seconds to go. Schneider's not going to let them as she fights to try to take the ball away. Almost as successful, but can't hang on to it as it trickles out of bounds. It will remain Tigers basketball. They've got about half the court to go. Ball's being inbounded just in front of the scorer's table. 13 seconds to go, third quarter. Ball's inbounded quickly, taken away by Schneider. Schneider realizing there's only 8 seconds on the clock, pulls up with the jump shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Gross. Gross's shot as time runs down is no good. And the ball's rebounded by the Tigers with 0.2 seconds left on the clock as the whistle blows and the foul is called on Devin Lapp. Mustangs had a couple chances there, unable to convert. First couple shots were a little rushed as time did remain on the clock, but that foul that Lapp created, 0.2 seconds left. Not enough time for the Sterling Tigers to get off a shot as time expires here in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with fourth quarter coverage. You're listening to girls basketball. Mustangs trail 27-23 on B106, B106.com. Mustangs get the ball here to start the fourth quarter on the inbounds play. We got a quick whistle as the Tigers, Drew Carlson commits the foul. Mustangs going to get the basketball under their basket. Schneider to inbounds it as they run their inbounds play. Screens a little bit everywhere. Bills gets the ball off the screen and inbound. Her shot off the glass is no good. Went about halfway down and came back out. Tigers rebound the basketball, push the issue down the floor. But Drew Carlson's able to lay it up and in for the 2-point basket, extending this lead. 7:35 to go, fourth quarter, 29-23. Mustang ladies trail by 6. Mustangs led the majority of the third quarter. Couple turnovers in some critical situations and not able to convert on some of the turnovers we created has left us trailing up to this point in the ball game. We've got a stoppage in play with a foul on Heather Petard for the Tigers. That's going to give the ball to the Mustangs below their basket. Sent quickly into the low blocks of Lapp. Lapp gets some pressure from Tyler Chrisman, and they're going to call a jump ball with the possession arrow going Tigers' way. Mustangs lose out on another opportunity here and give the ball back to the Tigers. Mustangs put on their full court pressure. Tigers do a good job to get the basketball in and across half court. Mustangs regroup on the Tigers' end of the floor. Ball sent quickly to the top of the key to Alex Masters. Again, looking in low for the pass, and pass catches nobody and goes out of bounds, which will give the ball back to the Mustangs. Alexis Bill's doing a good job to front up there, number 33 of the Tigers, Rachel Knudsen. Coach for the Tigers wanted a foul, but none called. Mustangs have the ball as they bring it across their half of the court. Schneider quickly sends it left side to Bills. His three-point shot is up and good, closing this gap for the Mustangs, 2-4. Mustangs trail 29-25, 6:35 to go here, fourth quarter, as Bills closes this gap with a three-point shot. Tigers bringing her across their end of the floor. Again, as they try to push the ball into the low block, they're unable to do so as it goes out of bounds, and that'll give the basketball back to the Mustangs. 6:23 to go here, fourth quarter. The Tigers applying full court pressure on the Mustangs as Lapp inbounds the ball to Schneider. Schneider back to Lapp. Lapp looking to get the ball across half court, runs into some pressure as the Tigers poke the ball away and out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Mustangs. They've got 3/4 of the court to travel. 6:18 to go. The ladies trail 29-25. Ball's quickly inbounded to Schneider, who pushes the issue and brings the ball across half court. She's going to continue on as she goes up for the shot attempt and has it blocked. Shot's blocked. Tigers recover. Quick to get down to their end of the floor. Chrisman dishes the ball far right side to Tard back to the top of the key. Ball now in front of the Tigers bench. Mustangs doing a good job to hold their defensive assignment. Winsheimer's a little late to get out on the three-point shot. That's converted and made by the Tigers through Carlson. Winsheimer's quick to respond as she gets the ball in the pass down low. Takes a turnaround jump shot for two. And we've got a timeout by Coach Crackmeyer as he wants to talk about some things with his ladies. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with you. 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs trail by 5, 32-27. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill Meat Solutions take as much pride in the community just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Part of the KSIR P106 Scholarship Program. Also by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offers home health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Out of this timeout, Tigers have the basketball. Mustangs applying full court pressure. Schuckey, Bills, Weeders, Sven, Schneider, and Lapp in the game for the Mustangs. Tigers, as they push the issue down the floor, shots no good. Quickly rebounded by Schneider, sent the length of the floor to Schuckey. Schuckey's pass into Lapp can't be held on as the Tigers take the basketball away and head back to their end of the floor. 5:15 to go in this ball game. Mustangs trail by 5. Scores 32-27. 16 fouls on the Tigers, 2 for the Mustangs. Mustangs doing a good job defending the block and the towers that are the Chrisman sisters and Alex Masters. Ball's about free throw line, send it in the low block. Chrisman shot up, no good. Rebounded by her sister. Shot put back up, no good. As Lapp comes away with the rebound and she is fouled. Fouls on Tyler Chrisman, her fourth. Be a key for the Mustangs. They can get her to foul out of here late. That would take one of the big pieces away for the Tigers. With that foul, that's going to put the Mustangs in the 1-on-1 bonus situation, sending Lapp to the line to shoot the 1-on-1. 4:46 to go here. 32-27. Mustangs trail by 5. Again, the ladies have done a great job here tonight, applying a lot of pressure, playing great defense. Got to do a little bit better job here holding on to the basketball and converting those opportunities on the takeaways that we've created. Lapp goes to the line to shoot her first. Shot attempt up, no good. Long rebound, bounces away and recovered by the Tigers. We try to quickly get it across half court, but number 15 for the Tigers, Brittany Harris, commits the double dribble, which will give the ball back to the Mustangs. Apple going to come in for Lapp with 4:40 to go here in this ball game. 32-27. Schuckey to inbound the ball. Does so successfully to Schneider. Schneider slow to bring it across half court as the Mustangs set their offense. Apple comes up top the key to set a screen. Schneider uses that screen. Apple rolls to the basket, sends it right side to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn to the baseline to Bills. Bills back to Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn up top to Schneider. Schneider drives the lane, dishes to Apple. Apple can't hold on to the basketball. As it goes out of bounds, Mustangs commit another turnover. Not what we need here with 4:19 to go in this ball game. We need to get points and convert these shot opportunities. Mustangs get some good looks, just unable to hold on to the basketball. 32-27, Mustangs trail. Tigers do a good job to break the full court pressure as number 33 for the Tigers runs the lane and lays it up where she's fouled. Shot's no good. Foul looks to be on Alexis Bills. Wait for confirmation on that. As it is, Alexis Bills committing her first foul of the night. Tigers player was a little bit out of control, but nonetheless, Bills not establishing position, sends her to the line to shoot two. Newsom's first shot is up and good. Colorado Plains Medical Center, transforming lives each day. Colorado Plains Medical Center is where people choose to go for health care. Shooky comes out of the game, replaced by Wiederspan. Second shot attempt is up and good by Newsom. Wiederspan, Winsheimer, Bills, Apple, and Schneider on the floor for the Mustangs. Ball gets across half court to Schneider. Schneider drives the lane, lays it up. They're going to say she's out of control. She's called the offensive foul. Schneider had the lane to the basket, laid it up and in. And the officials call the offensive foul on Schneider, which is her fourth. Schneider now in a bit of foul trouble. Brackemeyer quick to get Gross into the game to replace Schneider with 4 fouls. Mustangs change up their assignments now as the much smaller Gross comes into the game for Schneider. Full court pressure is applied by the Mustangs. Ball temporarily taken away by Pettyjohn, but she can't hold on to it. Pettyjohn commits the foul out of a little bit of frustration. Mustangs trail here by 7, 34-27. 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Winsheimer, Pettyjohn, Gross, Apple, and Bills on the floor for the Mustangs here with just a little under 4 to go in this ball game. On the inbounds play, Tigers are able to get the basketball inbounded. Send it in baseline. Now back out top of the key, well guarded by Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn forces the ball right side where they run into Gross. Gross does a good job to move her feet with the Tigers Carlson. Carlson sends the ball across court. Now back to Carlson. Trying to get the ball in low and unable to do so as Bills and Wiederspan have shut down the pass into the low block. Shot attempt up by the Tigers, no good. And as the Tigers try to recover and send it back into play, Tigers' foot was on the line, which will give the ball back to the Mustangs. Mustang needs to get points. Trail by 7, 3:17 to go in this ball game. Fort Morgan running into some pressure from Sterling. Able to get the ball across half court to Bills. Bills sets up the offense, quickly sends it to Pettyjohn up top the key. Now back to Bills. Looks for the cutting Apple. Apple sets the screen for Bills. Bills turns and drives, takes a jump shot off the right block. Hits the iron twice. Does not fall, and rebounded by the Tigers. And as the Tigers trying to get across half court, Ashley Apple commits the foul. Schneider looks as though she's going to be set to come back in this ball game for Wiederspan. Winsheimer comes in for Pettyjohn. Apple's first foul. 34-27, Mustangs trail at this point by 7. 2:54 to go in this ball game, fourth quarter. Schneider doing a good job to defend the inbounder. Inbounder able to get the ball around off the screen, Tiger. Gross quickly tries to take the ball away, gets her hand on it, but can't hang on to it. And with the pressure Gross is applying, coach for the Tigers, Coach Christian, doesn't like what he sees and calls a timeout. 2:45 to go in this ball game. Mustangs trail 34-27 to the Sterling Tigers. Ladies trying to fight back and close this gap, carry some momentum, and try to come away with this win here. Will be their second Tri-Valley win this year. Timeout's brought to you by Colorado Plains Medical Center. Transforming lives each day at Colorado Plains Medical Center is where people choose to go for health care. Also brought to you by Northern Colorado Title. For all your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Title. Northern Colorado title at 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. Tigers in front of the scorer's table, about half court, inbound the basketball. 2:42 to go, fourth quarter. Ball's quickly sent to the streaking Keel, who lays it up and in. Keel came off the screen unguarded. Has the clean look and layup, extending this lead for the Tigers. 36-27, 2:30 to go, fourth quarter. Schneider drives the lane. A little wild, no-look pass, doesn't find Winsheimer as the ball's taken away by the Tigers. Carlson gets the ball across half court, sends it far left side. Ball's tipped by Schneider and out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Tigers. Lapp comes into this ball game for Apple. Apple's confused as to what's going on, as are the officials. Officials not realizing Lapp was in the substitution area waiting to come into the ball game. Now that they've got this sorted out, Lapp, Bills, Schneider, Winsheimer, Gross on the floor for the Lady Mustangs. 36-27, 2:10 to go. Fourth quarter and in this ball game. Ball's inbounded by the Tigers, sent up top to Keel. Keel sends it baseline, three-point line to Carlson. Carlson gets it back up top to Keel. Keel back to Carlson, now looks for Christian. Side otherwise and send it to Harris. Harris drives the lane and dishes it left side. Free throw line extended. Tigers playing a little bit of keep away at this point from the Mustangs, realizing that time's running out as we've got 1:30 in this ball game to go. Mustangs trail 36-27 as we've got a whistle blown and stoppage of play. The foul's on Danielle Gross. Her third foul. I think Mustangs realizing the Tigers playing a little bit of keep away there as they work to try to run out the clock. Coach Krackemeyer wants a timeout. Tigers are in the bonus 1-and-1 situation, so before Rochelle Knutson takes her attempts at those free throws, Coach Krackemeyer is going to talk about it with his team. We're going to take a quick break. Minute 30 to go in this ball game. Sterling leads the Fort Morgan Mustangs 36-27. You're listening to B106, B106.com. Back here at Sterling High School, where the Fort Morgan girls basketball team trails the Sterling Tigers 36-27. Coach Krackemeyer is discussing what needs to happen here with his ladies. Sterling playing a little bit of keep away as trying to run some time off the clock with the lead they have, not trying to give the Mustangs a chance to get back in this ball game. Daniel Gross realizes what they're doing, commits the foul. And after that foul, that'll put the Tigers in the bonus situation, sending Rochelle Knutson to the line for the 1-and-1. Knutson dribbles the ball and sets her feet at the free throw line. First shot attempt is up and good. Bijou T-Quest, up by 302 Main Street, Fort Morgan. Letters, jackets, T-shirts, banners, and more. They're also your local experts customizing your team's sports apparel. Knutson sets for her second shot. Shot up off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Bills. Bills pushing the issue and tries to get quickly across half court. Takes a look at the clock. Realizing time's running out, sends it in low to Gross. Gross can't hang on to it as the ball goes through her hands and trickles away and out of bounds. Now we give the ball back to the Tigers. Mustangs at this point trail by 10. 37-27 with a minute 15 to go in this ball game. On that inbounds play, Mustangs commit the foul, which will send Drew Carlson to the line. That foul again is on Danielle Gross. That's her fourth personal. Carlson goes to the line to shoot her first. Shot attempt is up and good. Insurance Connection, whether it's health, life, or dental insurance, or Medicare supplements, see Sharon Kaufman at Insurance Connection. Also, Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's hometown saving and loan in Fort Morgan and Brush. Second shot attempt off is long, no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs, Bills. Bills again takes a look at the clock, realizes she's got to make something of the time that's left in this ball game, sends the ball quickly to Schneider. Schneider's jump shot from 10 feet away off the right Elbows, no good. Long rebounded, collected by Winsheimer. Winsheimer back to Schneider. Schneider across court, tries to get it to Gross. Tigers 33 does a good job to intercept that pass and commit the turnover. Bills comes across and knocks the ball out of bounds. It will remain Tigers basketball, and yet again another Mustang turnover. First half, Mustangs did a good job of controlling the basketball. Here, second half, it's been a little bit of the issue and created them some problems as they trail now by 11. As that ball's inbounded by the Tigers, Bills is quick to foul, and that'll send again the Tigers to the line for the 1-and-1 situation. 19 fouls on the Mustangs. Next foul will give them an automatic 2 free throws in the double bonus situation. Again, that foul on the Mustangs. Alexis Bills, her second, sending Drew Carlson to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Tigers. First shot attempt is up and good. 47 seconds remain in this ball game. Mustangs trail now by 12, 39-27. Not likely there's enough time left on the clock for the Mustangs to come back, but they're going to try. Second shot up is no good. Rebounded to Schneider. Schneider pushes the floor, looking for the streaking lap, decides to take the basket herself, lays it up and in and good. And with that make, Coach Krackemeyer calls the timeout, as that layup by Schneider closes the gap. 38.3 seconds left in the ball game. Mustangs now trail by 10. This timeout's brought to you by Edwards Right Price Market in Flowerland, located at 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days. A little bit of song and dance by the Sterling High Band. They're outnumbered tonight, about 55 of them, with their brass drums and all their instruments making all that noise. 38.3 to go. Mustangs trail by 10. Tigers inbound the basketball, and Mustangs full court pressure, unable to handle it as Gross takes the ball away. Gross quickly sends the pass to Schneider. Schneider lays the ball up and is fouled. Mustangs, Allie Schneider is going to go to the line to shoot 2. .30 seconds to go in the ball game. 39-29. Mustangs trail by 10. Allie Schneider to the line to shoot 2. Her first shot attempt is up and good. B&B Appliance, 502 Ensign, downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs. B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source Retail Program. Second shot attempt by Schneider is good. Off that make, Sammy Pettyjohn will come in for Schneider. Pettyjohn, Gross, Bills, Winsheimer, and Lapp on the floor for the Mustangs. Tigers get the ball inbounds, get it across half court. Mustangs realizing they're trying to foul, but unable to do so up until this point. Now as we get the ball across in front of the Tigers bench, Lapp commits the foul, which will send Mackenzie Chrisman to the line to shoot 2, now that the Tigers are in the double bonus situation. 19.2 seconds to go. 39-31, Mustangs trail by 8. As Mackenzie Chrisman sets up for her free throw attempts. First shot is a little long and no good. Schneider now coming back into the game for Gross. Gross, another hard-fought night. Scrappy little player. All over the floor, using her speed to her advantage. But unfortunately, it looks like tonight, Mustangs may fall a little bit short. Second shot is up and made by Chrisman. Mustangs quickly inbound the basketball and get down the court. Schneider takes the ball, sends it in low to Lapp. Lapp tries to hang on to it, can't. Bills recovers, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Schneider. Schneider's shot off the glass, no good. Schneider takes the ball away. And as she does, they're going to call her with the foul. Didn't look like Schneider committed the foul. But the refs don't agree with Coach Krackemeyer or Schneider, and in turn, that's going to be Schneider's 5th. Schneider's going to foul out of this basketball game with 2.9 seconds to go. Gross will come back in. Mustangs trail 40-33. 2.9 to go in this ball game as Mackenzie Chrisman goes back to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw attempt is up and good. Steal Charlie's for a great used car truck. Call today. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they will find it for you at 700 West Platte in Fort Morgan. Chrisman's second free throw attempt is up and long. And no good. Rebounded by Lapp. And as time's running out here with 2 seconds, Bill throws the ball up out of desperation, and that'll bring tonight's contest to a close. Mustangs a valiant effort. Great first half. Struggle a little bit with ball control in the second. We'll be back to talk about it and get you some final stats. Mustangs lose tonight's contest against the Sterling Tigers, 41-33. We'll take a quick break and be back with the post-game chatter. You're listening to B106, B106.com. Josh Miller here, back at Sterling High School. Tonight's Mustang post-game show is brought to you by High Plains Bank in Wiggins. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank at 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins today. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Mustangs lose a tough basketball game here tonight. Girls Mustangs basketball team, that is, with the final score 41-33. Mustangs had the lead and held it much of the third quarter, but ball control became a bit of an issue there late in this basketball game as the Sterling Tigers were able to convert, extending their lead and putting this ball game out of reach for the Mustangs. Some final numbers here as far as points are concerned for the Mustangs. Brittany Winsheimer finished with 2 points, Danielle Gross with 2, Pettyjohn with 3. Tonight's leading scorer, Schneider, had 10. Wiederspan had 2. Alexis Bills had 9. Devin Lapp finished tonight with 2 points, as did Ashley Apple. Schneider got herself in a little bit of foul trouble late and fouled out of this basketball game. Danielle Gross finished tonight with 4 personal fouls as well. Some other games happening tonight, if you've been with us, to update you on, the Fort Morgan boys lost tonight's basketball game against the Sterling Tigers 65-47, and Brush went on to win 67-49 against Highland. An unfortunate loss here for the Mustangs, trying to carry that momentum from Tuesday night's win at Northridge into tonight. Unable to hold the lead late third quarter as the Sterling Tigers were able to capitalize on some turnovers by the Fort Morgan ladies and translated 2 points and a lead that the Mustangs were unable to close. As the final here from Sterling High School is 41-33. We thank you for listening, and we'll be back with you Tuesday night to bring you the boys contest and girls contest from Windsor. Again, ladies lose 41-33. I'm Josh Miller. For our sound engineer and producer, Trenton Klimper, Mustangs look to regroup here again on Tuesday night. You've been listening to Mustang Basketball on B106, B106.com. Good night, everybody.